What's up guys, it's Jorge from rhythm.connection here, and here is my exclusive coverage of Hallyu North Expo 2016, which includes footage from performances of both days, the first 15 minutes of my panel with former LC9 member Eden, and even some exclusive behind the scenes footage recorded from my personal Snapchat. Here we go. Yo, those views though. Also, Hallyu North begins today, so come through and support. Backstage prep, and yeah, shiny soon. Hallyu North, you know what it is.
He's taking over and he's making it into a huge business. This is your thing as well. Yeah, I saw
Wow, really. Thanks for coming. I mean, I couldn't hear the instrumental. Can you volume up, please? Thank you. So, wow, thanks for coming. Our first song was Sherlock, as you guys know. We're gonna sing our next song. Please, if you guys know this song, let's sing together, okay? Let's go. Our next song is Beautiful.
What up, Jimmy? What's up, Jay? So sorry for the delay. So I hope we didn't keep you guys waiting too long. I hope you guys all rested well. I'm assuming all of you came to see Shiny last night. Okay, very cool, very cool. All right, so welcome to the A Day in the Life of a K-pop Star panel. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Jorge Toledo. I am the founder and chief editor of a entertainment blog called Rhythm.connection, in operation since 2009. I also do music production on the side, so I've worked with a few artists out in Korea too. So I'll be your moderator for today's panel, and of course our special guest today comes all the way from Vancouver to be with us, and you'll see him perform later tonight as well, so make sure that you check that out. So I'm going to let our guest introduce himself very briefly, and then we'll go from there.
Hey, what's up you guys? How's everyone doing? So quiet. It's because of the morning, right? Yeah. So tired, yeah. Are you guys all from Toronto? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, no. Where are you from?
Montreal.
Oh.
I'm from Nova Scotia.
Whew. What about, is anyone like from further away? Is anyone from further away than me? No. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you guys, my name's Eden. I used to be a part of a group in Korea called LC9. And I've been back in Canada for about 2 to 3 years now. And yeah, I'm here because of Jorge, and they invited me to do this panel. So you guys, if you have any questions, you can feel free to ask. So yeah, let's start.
Solid. So, if I'm not mistaken, this is your first time out to Toronto, correct? So, what have you had the chance to do so far? Like, is there anything you want to do while you're here and stuff?
Honestly, I honestly wanted to watch the Raptors play, but they're not here right now, are they? Are they away right now?
They're going to Miami.
Yeah, they're going to Miami. Yeah, that's too bad. I like watching basketball and stuff, so I definitely wanted to do that, but they're not here right now. And other than that, I'm pretty open to try like anything. Like I'm here till the 10th, so I want to do stuff, but I'm not sure what to do. So, yeah, there's a lot of things I want to do though, for sure.
Very cool. So I guess with regards to K-pop's popularity in Canada, I guess, is there anything that kind of surprises you about how popular like Korean music has become out here?
Yeah. I mean, I remember when I was in like first year of university, which was like back in 2009, 2010. And even back then, before I got into like K-pop and stuff like that, a lot of like friends around me were aware of K-pop. Like I remember back then, there was like Taeyang was like blowing up. He had that wedding dress song, so it was that was like blowing up in North America. And then so by that time already, I was quite surprised with everything. And then I'm still surprised right now that people are still interested in me and keep track of what I'm doing. So I'm always surprised with that kind of stuff, but I don't really question it or anything. I just kind of go along with the flow. And yeah, but it's like interesting because Korea is such a small country, but it has so much influence over what the music and the entertainment is like, especially in Asia and more so in North America these days, slowly or better, yeah.
So I guess kind of going more specifically now towards like your involvement and stuff. So like, did you always have, I guess, like even before you went to Korea to train and become idol group member, did you always have, I guess, an interest in doing music to some degree?
No, to be honest, I had zero interest in music. I had zero interest in entertainment and stuff like that. But when I was in Korea, I did get to learn a lot about music, especially music, because that's what I ended up training for. But yeah, it made me more so interested after the experience, and I'm still very thankful for the experience because it introduced me to so many different things. I've always been interested in music. Like I've always had like favorite artists or stuff like that, especially in hip hop and R&B. But now I can actually apply things that I've experienced in Korea or I've learned. So it was a big opportunity for me in that regard. Yeah.
Japan. So definitely learned a lot from there. So in terms of actually going out to Korea to pursue music, what kind of drove your decision to go there of all places, you know?
So for people that don't know what happened is because I originally went to Korea because I did pretty poorly in my first year for university. I didn't get kicked out, to be honest. I didn't get kicked out, but like my parents were pretty unhappy with me, so they were like, maybe you should take a break. Like maybe you should, you know, get your mind off of school and stuff. So they sent me back to Korea. At this point, I had not been to Korea in like my whole life. Like I came to Canada when I was 6 years old, so my Korean like skill or like my language ability was that of a 6-year-old, like the way I talk and stuff. So when I went back, it was very interesting, very funny. Like everyone like pointed out the way I talk and stuff, like in kindergarten. And then yeah, so I learned a lot of how to speak in Korea. But really, I was there just to learn about culture and like language and meet my family members. But then I ended up getting the opportunity that I did. So it was never like meant to be. Like I never went to Korea and I was like, oh, I'm gonna become an artist here. Like it just kind of happened. So.
Right. And so I guess kind of moving on into your time with LC9. So for those who aren't too familiar with the group, they were under Nega Network and debuted in 2012, I believe. 2013, right. So just kind of briefly talk about your experience in the group and just kind of things you learned out of that whole experience, you know, moving forward.
In like for me, when I got to work with the other members, it was a really good experience for me. Like when I look back at it, when I was going through the experience, maybe I didn't think it was such a good experience, but when I look back, I feel like I learned a lot of things. And whenever you work in a group or whenever you work with other people, like whether it's in school or work, it's very hard to work with even 1 or 2 other people, you know, because you guys care so much about what you're doing. And to do that with 5 other people, and there's also management in there, it's like you're never gonna be always like smooth sailing, you know. It's always gonna be bumpy roads, but like in the end, I can say that it was a very good experience. I still keep in touch with all of the members, so it was very fun and it was great while it lasted, for sure.
Very cool. So I have a few more questions that I will ask throughout the panel, but I want to give a chance to those of you in the audience who have questions that you'd like to ask Eden. So if you can raise your hand and kind of, since I don't have a second mic, just like speak very clearly so that he can hear you and answer your question. Okay, so the friend here.
So how was trainee life? Because I've considered auditioning, and I'm kind of scared of the trainee life, so how did that go?
A lot of people ask me about this like on my social media and stuff, but it's really hard to say specifically what your experience is going to be like, because it's going to be like what you expect versus what is reality, and what the company and what the mindset of the management is. Because to be honest, my management was not that strict. Like the idol lifestyle, like I think a lot of fans have this idea of what a trainee is doing. And for me, I didn't necessarily go through that like to the T, but like it is kind of similar. Like you are gonna have to train for like 5 or 6 days of the week. I don't know how it is now. Maybe it's different. Maybe it's more flexible because like, you know, the whole industry is kind of changing that way. But I remember like you have to expect to be doing the trainee work, whatever it is, music, acting, whatever it is, you're gonna be doing it like a full-time job, or more actually. But like, if you really enjoy it, it's not gonna be a problem at all. But it's never gonna be like, it's gonna be like, when you do something out of a hobby, it's always better than when you're doing it as a job. You know what I mean? Like, it becomes stressful, it becomes like you have to do something. And there's things like, you know, tests. It's like the same thing at school. There's like tests. You have weekly tests, monthly tests. And that's all different with whatever company or whatever management you're under, but they will have some sort of form of evaluation like that. So in a way, to be honest, trainee life is like you're in school, but you're in school doing music, and it's more rigorous because you're under a timeline, right? All like these companies and these management, they're businesses too. They need to make money. It's all great. It's all great. Like people can make music, have fun, dance and stuff. But at the end of the day, after experiencing what I did, I have to be sympathetic to the management and the label because they have to make money. Everyone needs to make money and everyone needs to feed themselves and stuff like that. So it's not always like easy to understand what the trainee is going through and the management is going through, but at the end of the day, they have your best interest at heart. Like if they sign you, then they see something in you, right? So what you can expect is just like you're gonna be doing what you want to do, but maybe not exactly to how you expect it to be. It might be more rigorous. It might not be as rigorous. So yeah.
Anyone else have a question?
So why did you get out of K-pop then?
The real reason why I got out of K-pop, I'm gonna be honest, I actually had a lot of doubts of whether I wanted to debut. I debuted in 2013, but I had a lot of doubts before that. I actually, when I was a trainee, I actually ran away once, to Vancouver. Not ran away, I told them I wanted to stop. So I actually came back to Vancouver during my time as a trainee, just to go back to school. Like I wanted to go back to school, I kind of enjoyed my life. What happened was like I actually went for a break to Vancouver, like after a year of training. So I went back for like 5 days. I missed it so much. I came back to Korea, I missed it so much that I told the management that I wanted to stop. So I went back. Like I was supposed to go back permanently, but then I was there for 2 or 3 months, and then management contacted me again, and I also kind of wanted to keep doing music, so I went back. But then, so even before that, what I'm trying to say is, even before I debuted, I had a lot of doubts of whether I wanted to pursue music in Korea. Obviously, you guys are pretty familiar with Korean culture. It's not saying necessarily something's good or bad, but it's just very different than what I had experienced. And I wanted to do school, and I'm actually in school now. Like I'm trying to finish my degree, and that was the main reason. I wanted to come back. I wanted to enjoy my life in North America, the cultural aspects, and also finish school. Like I couldn't see myself finishing school when I'm 30. Like I thought that it would be too difficult, so I wanted to finish it ASAP. Like I'm 25 right now, which is not like that young for like an undergrad. So I wanted to finish that, and and the fact of the matter is, I like doing music. It's just that I wanted to do music under different circumstances. And then
Anyone else have questions? Okay, so I guess we'll give you guys time to think of any questions you might have. So we'll go back to some of the other stuff that I wanted to ask Eden. So in terms of your overall experience at K-pop, you talked a bit about the training part of your experiences there, also being with the group, and just whether or not you wanted to keep doing it. So I wanted to talk a bit about some of the other stuff you were involved in while you were out in Korea. So you were hosting at one point a program on Arirang, Pops and Soul, alongside Hidden from the Wonder Girls. So I guess because you weren't really too sure about like what was gonna happen once you debuted, and like whether you want to keep doing it. How was that experience? And I guess, is it like, would it be something you would consider doing again, like if the opportunity came?
So I'll answer, like there were so many parts to that question, so I'll answer step by step. But like so debuting and the experience of doing Arirang and doing like the different stuff other than music was really good. Like it taught me a lot about how broadcasting works in general, because just doing music and performing live on stage is very different than like doing the thing that like hosting a show. And it was really good because I got to meet really great people, and people at Arirang are like very different. They're very different than the other broadcasting companies. They're very they're all mostly English speakers. Although there are some non-English speakers, they're very like North American minded. They're not as rigorous. They literally tell you, don't be stressed out. Like we don't have any competitors as like an English speaking. Yeah, they like as an English speaking broadcasting company, they don't have like the competition like the other broadcasting companies have. So they tell you like, oh, don't feel too pressured. Like feel free, like to be like confident, be yourself and stuff like that. And yeah, and I got to meet Kerim through that, so that was a great experience. I still keep in touch with her from time to time, but she's like probably like really busy now, right? So, and then what was the other part of the question? Something to do? Oh, would I go back if I had the chance?
Would you do something similar if you?
Probably not. To be honest, I would only do music. I don't know if I would even consider doing other things. It would primarily have to be music, and I think I would only do it under my own terms. Yeah, it's not because of like I have this hatred towards something. It's just I felt what it feels to be like doing my own stuff, and I feel like I do better when I have full creative control over what I'm doing, and I kind of want to continue that, even if it gets it to a larger scale. Yeah.
To us